It talks about public officials, their main purpose is to create revenue. Would you agree that you would want to change that word revenue to freedom?
I'd actually have to read the context.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like the city just wants to just create more money, and just that's all their purpose is, to bring in money. And I don't actually see anything encouraging freedom, and everything they're doing is restricting freedom.
Well, again, I want to read the context of what you're saying. So
Okay. I mean, you don't know the city charter?
I don't memorize it.
Oh,
no.
okay.
But it says different things at different places,
Yeah.
so the words around it mean something too.
That is true.
We're obligated to raise enough revenue to operate the city.
Okay.
Okay, that's what the council.
I feel like the city is off track from where it should be, where it should be about freedom and creating a better life for people rather than restricting.
I think the Body Works ordinance did that for you.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's going to solve any problems. If anything, it's going to make things worse. It's going to go further underground. It's going to get more dangerous. I'm not saying Pawtucket should be known for this, right? But it's definitely not going to solve the problem. It's going to exist.
It may slow it down a lot because with all the
because of the threat of the city.
No, because of all the city, all the other cities are doing it. Where are they going to go? The one place that's not protecting themselves. So, I mean,
have you actually seen a problem with it where it's been like a stink, where it's like actually caused a lot of harm? Have you actually read into that?
Yes, we've had a place on East Street for years. Mm-hmm. They've been raided.
Okay, they've been raided, but have they caused harm to people? That's the question.
We believe they do, yes.
You believe they do, but have they is the question. Like, actually, do they actually have people complaining and filing lawsuits?
I'm sure they have. That's how we found out we were there.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, I don't think this is actually going to solve the problem. If anything, it's going to make it more dangerous. It's going to create a further underground community, and it's going to create, I don't know how else to put it, but it's going to not going to solve it.
They're not underground, believe me. They're walking Barton Street, they're walking Pleasant Street, they're soliciting cars that stop, innocent people that are driving down, stopped at a red light, and they're being.
I find it more dangerous to raid these facilities with guns and everything. I think that is far more dangerous. I find it far more dangerous to raid facilities with guns and men armed.
Yeah, I don't know how they go about.
Sure, but that's how they will go about it.
No, well, it's possible,
that sounds much more dangerous than people,
could send somebody
possibly
in undercover.
Yeah.
All right, and do it in a more peaceful way. Again, I'm not part of the police department, so I don't know how they effectively.
That sounds like a sting, that's unconstitutional.
What's that?
A sting.
Not necessarily. The law allows it. I mean, we do it in liquor establishments.
Law doesn't make morals, and I think that's what the city's going off track with now.
Yeah, we're not trying to set morals for anyone. We're just
no. All of you believe that the banning of bodyworks was a great belief amongst yourselves, and it wasn't just because of that's exactly what you guys were doing.
We have knowledge of what they are and what the places are doing.
Yeah, but you're lumping everyone into this. Like, anyone that puts another hand on another person is considered a prostitute now, according to you guys.
No, the ordinance is written with clauses for legitimate people that are licensed and whatnot.
So
These places are not licensed.
But all right, Barry even said that it's going to have to take one time to get shut down and have a lawsuit for them. I know, but this is kind of like what's going on here, though. It doesn't. Barry was, he's speaking for people here. And
that's what we were elected to do.
Yeah,
when people go, they choose.
And I wish everyone would be here and to listen to you guys, because I think what's going on is
none of us are
totally off
elected
track.
by 100% of the vote.
I know, which makes it even crazier, right?
Huh?
It makes it even crazier.
No, but the way the Constitution reads is that it's an elected form of government, representative form of government. So representative means I represent the people. So I go to them, I listen to them, and these are the things they want done. So. Sometimes I do things
the eligible people. The laws that allow only these eligible people to vote, and the few that do vote end up voting. Say the 51% of them vote you in.
Shame on them.
Shame. I mean, shame on them for telling other people that this is how it's going to be. Because that's such a minority amount of people.
You have to understand something.
Telling everyone what to do.
Those are the people that select us. Right? I don't call it elections. I call it selections. Right? Because people are selected. Okay. I represent the people that don't vote too. Right? In fact, most of the calls I get are from people that don't vote. But I represent them. First thing I did when I was elected 30 years ago, I went to my opponent's camp and said, make sure your people know that I'm going to represent them just as hard. I don't care who they voted for. My job is to represent everybody, get public opinion, sift through it, get the advice that I need, and sit up there.
I get that. I get what your position is. I feel like where things are going, where it's no longer about like constitutional issue. It's more about, I believe this is not right, so we're not going to do it. And that's wrong. Like, Constitution says, like, as long as you don't harm another person, you should be able to do it.
If it doesn't become an issue before us, then you'll never hear it before us.
I feel like every little stink is going to create a law. That's what's happening.
No, not here.
I think it is.
No.
Well,
I mean, if you look back, the number of ordinances that we passed that infringe on people's rights and freedoms are very few. None of them, as a matter of fact. Yeah. They're protecting people's rights and freedoms.
I like to think so, but I don't think they are.
The street without somebody walking up to your car with your kids and asking you if you want a second plate. That's what we're protecting.
Well, see, that's different. I mean, there's.
The law has to apply to something, and that's where it comes to.
I understand.